Hello, today I'll be sharing a strategy I've been using to trade retest or retracements, and it has worked fairly, right? For me, I think everything has to do with more backtesting, understanding, refining, and the like. And in this video, I'm just going to share not much, but just how I have been using the Fib tool to for my for my retracement entry or retrace entry or pullback entries, right? So I'm just going to be sharing how I've been using the Fibonacci levels um, for retracements, right? It's quite a short video, and its aim is just to show you how I use it, and that's it, right? You just go, you can check it on your own, back test it, and you can use this strategy to refine or something. You can just do the back testing. If it's okay for you, you can go ahead and use it. If it's not, you can just trash it, right? It's a back testing basically on supply and demand zone areas, but using the flip tool. Yeah, I've used it. I've used it for my trading, and it has worked. It has worked fairly, right? It has worked fairly, as I said. It has worked fairly, and I'm still using it, and I'm also back testing much more about on it. Yeah, I've been doing this. What's it called? Trading with the 78.60 fib, using it for retracement, and it's been working very well, right? So I I decided to do more refinement into that. Let's see some of the trades I have here on Telegram, which we've taken. Some of the trades I took using that. We have them here, right? Took a shot from this, right? The 78.6 per 60% and the 100, right? If you observe here, this uh, entry here seems to be like 50-50, right? Which is a 50%. So if I had gone in using the what's it called, the 0.061, it would be much better. Like, this is what I'm trying to talk about here. So let's hide this for now. We'll come back to that. We'll hide this, and we hide this. So this is it here. So based on this here, so this is how we got this. I just took this, um, went here for the retracement tool, and I took from the swing high to the swing low, right? Actually looking out for a sell position, right? Looking out for a sell position, and I up my 76.60 strategy, deep strategy. So, which means my buy zone is in between this 76.6, 78.60 to 100, right? Actually, I say my buy zone, my sell zone, right? Which here actually will give me my, as it were, an OB and OB. Sorry about that. So this is supposed to give me an OB. Okay, so in this case here, it's actually a bearish order block. Taking it from the swing high to the swing low. I'm actually trading a retracement, and it fell in between this kind of. Now let's imagine we didn't. This is not in the picture, as in this particular trade is not in the picture. So, and how did I get to know that we're going to be in a sell trade? It's simple. Over here, we have a change of structure, or not, rather, not, yeah, change of structure, or best put this way, change of character, right? So this happening shows that market is actually going to reverse to the downside, right? And it retracing back up here, it's more for mitigation. So all I did is using my fib tool, which is a 78.60% up down to the swing high, swing low, and then I pull up another one and I drop it from this point, from the same top, to this same point now, but it's a different one, which is a 0.618. Now you can see the 0.618 fell in here, and I set in my entry at the 0.618, and bam, a good entry. You can see it for yourself, a very nice entry. Okay, so let's do another one, but let's go back to this. Which one now do we use? Uh, let's say if we were to trade this now, for example. So we had this, and price retraced to this point, right? We had this, price retraced to this point. So where would be uh like where would we likely enter the trade? Now, if you observe here, this is an OB. This point to this point is an OB. This point to this point is an OB. This point to this point is an OB, right? So if we say we pick um, our retracement from here to this, we're looking at this particular change of character. This, you have this. Can we just hide everything? I wouldn't want to do that. I wouldn't want to do that. So I think what I would do is um, just a minute. I want to take it back to all we had. Good. So let's leave this page. Let's do BTC US dollars. Okay. I can backtest with something different so that I don't mess up this space that I have here, because it's actually my trade analysis. Okay, so we have all of this. All of these. So let's say, where do we start from? But let's just look in from here, right? So let's say we are picking from this. Let's see how the daily looks like. We could do a replay with the daily. Let's see how it goes. Okay, so let's imagine we cut this trade from here. Now it's our imagination, right? Let's imagine we got this trade. We got in this trade from here. This is actually a free fall, so I wouldn't want to use that as an unhealthy price. So let's use it from this particular point. So let's imagine we cut this particular trade, right? As it were, we got this trade. Okay, so now price retraced down to this point. Price retraced down to this point. So if we have this will be what's it called, change of character. Okay, that will be our change of character. So where will be our swing point now? Here will be our swing point. So let's say we take this. So we take this as our swing point. Okay, so let's say these are swing points. So we have a buy zone, or rather a sell zone within this point. We have sell zone within this point. So let's move this like this. So it respects it. It respects it, even though there's some. We have this in between here to here, right? In between there, and we use it. We have it as 0.06. So my entry will be here. My entry would have been here, and stop would be, so if I had done this particular trade, I would have been taken out of this particular trade somewhere there. I would have been taken out of this particular trade because I would have been able to do that much um, um, crazy ASCAP, so I would have been able to do such crazy percentage. But knowing very well that price is going to fall, so this actually would have worked well for someone with some high stop. Actually, for me, if yes, I was doing the trade, my stop would have been invalidation point would have been this point here for the trade for that particular entry. If one had entered there and then stop is high at 70%, and I wouldn't have been able to do that. So this was just the perfect place based on yeah, this was just the perfect place, right? Based on what we did. So, but price went much above that, and that's that. So I let's reduce this back here. Okay, I'm actually just looking at this strategy. It worked for me. So another one here is this. This would be seen as a change of character. Okay, and if there's a change of character, we'll do same thing again. Just same thing. Follow the principle. Trace from here to here. Do back to 78.6. Okay, so we do it again. Now this is it, and then we do the second one, which is the 0.618. This is it. We got an entry here, a sell, and then my stop above that. That is what it should be logically, but most times I drop it just here, which works most times, but sometimes price could take one out, so that would have been, this would have been okay. Okay, and then now this is actually all sells, all sell trades. So if I was to take this um, if I was to take this on a long trade, as in a buy trade, the same thing I did, I will do it here. I would have taken this point from this swing low back to this point, this point here, which is this swing high. Okay, so that same level. Okay, and now I would trigger my points 78.6%. Now my buy zone is actually within this range. This point is the buy zone or the sell zone. Where is it here? The same point. Okay, so now this is it. Now we bring in this one again, the 60 points. So we take it from here. Sorry about that. Take it from same place here to here. 60.06. So my buy entry would be on that 0.06 level, and stop would just be there, but most times I would prefer taking it out here, but this would be fine. This would have been fine. So target same place or something. We have this now, right? This is my back testing, right? Let's say we have this, and then based on the 78.6, right? Is it 78.6 or 76? 78.6, 0% fee. So let's say price got here and there. They were looking at where we could probably take this be a sell trade or a long trade. Price is just being crazy, right? Actually, from here is a change of character. Okay, that is a change of character. Now, which tells us that this is what would happen. Okay, this is what would happen. Meaning, price will do something like this: get to wherever it will get to and retrace. Okay, so presently we want to know where we could probably get an entry from here to go long while pending when this will drop, right? Because we know it will drop because this is actually changing. Well, we don't really know, but this is an indication that it could be a sell trade, but it will retrace to a point for mitigation, right? This is the zone. Okay, that's the zone from here because we're looking at for a buy trade, right? So this zone here, like this zone, is actually where uh, our trade is going to fit in. The zone, this point here is area where we're looking at for buying, area where we're looking at to buy. Okay, if you observe here, um, if we were to use this as our what's it called zone, OB, bullish OB, right? That's something. So another thing I do here is to bring out this my 60% or 0.06%, and I trigger my 0.0618. Okay, so which means I'm willing to buy within this point will be my entry zone. And what will I do is to put in my entry zone on that line. And now for my stop, this is quite big. It's actually a daily chart, so you need to permit all of this much what's it called structure here. It's actually a daily chart, so I'll leave it there as my point of entry to a point wherever, I don't know, and let's play it and see how it goes. This will it buy for us? We may have missed it. This, this, it's quite very slow. This. So we actually got an entry here, but it took us out because of this small, what's it called, um, stop we had here. So if we had extended it, now you can see it's a good entry. Yes, we got stopped out here, but actually a good entry if our stop was extended. Now this is actually a daily chart, so no much refinement there. So let's say we took it there, and this is slow. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Now you can see we actually caught an entry. Yeah, ignore the fact that we're hit out. Okay. Now, because the daily chart, we would have gotten our eyes on our exit if we're using something, um, maybe the 4 hours, the 1 hour chart, we would have gotten an entry somewhere, exit somewhere here. So let's imagine that's our exit, right? And we have another change of character here. we do our buy, right? I mean our sell, and that'll be from here. Which is our swing high to this point, which is our swing low. But now remember, we're using the points 78 points, what's it called? 78.60. So now you can see our entry is here. Now you would have gotten this better if we're using a less, I mean, this is actually a daily chart. So if our time frame is a little low, so we got this should be where our area, our entry would be, and we use the 60.061 fib. Now you can see we got a good place for entry here to sell points for our sell. Okay, now this is where this is supposed to be, but I wouldn't do that again because of how market has been. So this is what it is. Got an entry there. Okay, got an entry here and another entry now here to sell. So for me, it's all about following the principle, right? Yeah, whether you get stopped out or you take in profits, right? It's just repeating the process. It's not about trying to change it every single time. You just follow the process, right? Just follow the process, and I'm going to do more back testing on this, just following this process and see how it turn out, right? From previous trades that I've taken, that's one of the strategy I use this and get very good at it. Yes, there will be mistakes, there will be errors, but the upside is much, right? The upside is much, and understanding the momentum of trade tells you if it's going to break even before it gets there or it should hold. Yeah, that's that.